Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. So today I am here with another makeup tutorial for you guys, and I am super excited to be filming this one for you because, as the title suggests, it is featuring the Naked palette, and you guys know that I love these palettes by Urban Decay. I did do a 5-part series featuring the original Naked palette, and if you haven't had the opportunity to watch those videos, I'll be sure to link them below. But this is a palette that Urban Decay just recently came out with. I think it was a little bit before Thanksgiving maybe, but it was recent. And this is a very unique palette because it features a lot of rose gold and pink undertone colors. So it's definitely a lot different than the palettes that they've done in the past. I was a little skeptical about buying it at first because, of course, like I said, I purchased the original Naked palette, and then when they came out with the Naked 2, I just kind of felt like a lot of the colors were repeating colors, and I just didn't really feel like it was worth $50 to spend on a palette that had colors that I kind of already had in my collection. But once I saw that this palette came out and I actually went out and looked at it and did my research, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. I just have to have it. So much so that I went out to Sephora the night before at 10 o'clock, the night before it was supposed to be released in stores, just so that I could make sure that I got my hands on this palette before it got sold out. This palette can be a little tricky to work with just because of the color selection. Like I said, it is a lot of kind of rose goldy colors. It does have your matte shades, and then of course it does have your shimmery shades and highlight shades. But the very first time that I used this palette, this was actually the look that I came up with. So I figured, you know, with this being the first look that I put together, why not film it for you guys? And it's kind of become my go-to look whenever I use this palette so far. So I hope that you guys do enjoy this video. I hope that you find it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. So let's get started. I have already prepped my skin and moisturized my lips off camera, and of course I'm sticking to my holy grail products, Urban Decay's Complexion Prep Spray and EOS Lip Balm. Both of these are just going to prepare our skin and lips for the products we'll be applying. And then I've already done my brows as well using Anastasia's Brow Wiz in Brunette and NYX's Full Coverage Concealer in Glow to clean up under my brows. You guys know that these are my 2 favorite products, and if you'd like to see how I filled in my brows, I will link a video below. Next, I'm going in with MAC Paint Pot in Groundwork, and I'm just going to begin applying this to my lids using a flat concealer brush. I absolutely love these for eyeshadow bases. What they're going to do is help the pigmentation of our shadows show up a lot better, as well as keep them from creasing throughout the day. And here what you see me doing is just going in with my finger and blending that all over my entire lid. And now for the star of the show, Urban Decay's Naked 3 palette. The first color that I'm taking is Nooner. This is a matte pink shade. I'm taking this on a blending brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to begin putting this into my crease. I'm using windshield wiper motions and just dusting this back and forth, and just getting that into my crease really good. No rhyme or reason really, just dusting it in there. Next, I'm going to be taking the color Trick, which is a beautiful rose gold color. I'm taking this on a flat shader brush. It's the same brush that came with the palette, and I'm just going to place this all over my entire lid. There is a lot of shimmer in this color, so be sure that when you're applying this onto your lid that you try to keep it below the crease. Once you've got that on both of your lids, you can go ahead and pick up the color Factory. I'm taking this on a small tapered blending brush, also by Sigma, and I'm going to be placing this in the outer V. And once I've got the product where I want it, I'm going to begin blending it into the crease. and taking it about halfway, but not too much further than that. And of course, you're going to do this on both of your eyes. Next, our Fashion Fly is back on the color Nooner. I'm taking this on that same blending brush that we used in the beginning and using this to blend everything out, making sure that there aren't any harsh lines. Next, I'm going into the second edition of BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, and I'm just picking up a matte navy blue color. I'm taking this on a flat definer brush by Sigma, and as you can see, I'm just placing this very close to my lash line and then blending it out into my outer V. But with the exception of that outer portion of my lid, I am keeping this color pretty close to my lash line. Next, I'm going in with Rimmel's Lash Accelerator Mascara, and I'm just going to give my upper lashes a nice coat, and this is going to prepare them for the false lashes that I will be applying next. And of course, you guys know it wouldn't be right without my red cherry lashes in number 43, and once you've got them on nice and snug, they should look something like this. Moving on to the face, I'm taking Benefit's Professional Face Primer and placing this on all of the areas where my pores are the largest. This is going to fill them in as well as fill in any fine lines that I have. Following that, I'm going in with MAC's Prep and Prime Skin Refine Zone and placing this right on top of that Professional, and this is going to work with Benefit's product to help keep my face matte throughout the day. Moving on to foundation, I'm mixing two of L'Oreal's True Match foundations together, Classic Tan and Soft Sable, and I'm just going to apply this to my face using Sigma's Flat Top Kabuki brush. And once you've got that nice and blended, you can go in with a concealer that is pretty close to your skin tone. The one that I'm using is by NARS, and I'm just going to blend that out with a beauty blender. Next, I'm going to highlight and conceal my under eye circles in one step. I'm using Maybelline's Age Rewind Concealer in the color medium, and I'm just going to place this underneath my eyes and then go back in with a damp beauty blender and blend it out. And of course, we don't want that concealer settling in our fine lines, so I'm going to set it with Ben Nye's Luxury Powder in the color Banana, and I'm using a tapered kabuki brush by Sigma to do so, and a very light hand. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Dark and a powder brush by Sigma. And then here, I'm just going back in now that I've got my lashes on. And here, I'm just going back in and intensifying those colors just a little bit more on my lid. Moving on to the lower lash line, I am taking a definer brush by Sigma in that same matte navy blue color, and I'm placing this very close to my lash line. And once I've gotten the desired amount of product on my lash line, I'm just going to smoke it out using a pencil brush and the same factory color that I used in my outer V. And of course, we don't want to forget about our lower lashes, and I'm just using Rimmel's Lash Accelerator to give them a nice coat. For blush, I'm using Milani's Baked Blush in the color Dulce Pink, and I'm just going to dust a very light amount of this onto my cheeks. And then of course for lips, we're keeping it neutral with Milani's lipstick in the color Teddy Bear. And right on top of that, I'm taking Maybelline's Color Sensational Lip Gloss in Mirrored Mauve and placing that right on top of that lipstick. Last but not least, I'm going to set my brows using Anastasia's Clear Brow Gel. This is going to help keep my brows in place all day and tame those pesky hairs. And of course, we want to lock all of that work that we just did in place, and to do so, I'm using Urban Decay's Complexion Prep Spray. And that's it, you are done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this super easy go-to makeup tutorial featuring Urban Decay's Naked 3 palette. All of the details and products that I used will be linked in the description bar below. I hope that you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!